I is the Ayola.Tunye. If you watch my previous video, which was a video I posted like 2 days ago, I talked about the new strategy I'm learning and wanting to use it this week to trade. So the week has already started and I've taken 1 or 2 trades and I've taken some losses, I've taken some wins. I've made a lot of mistakes trying to trade the strategy. Of course, it's the first time I'll ever be trading strategy in a live market. So I've made some incredible amount of mistakes in which I'm hoping I'm going to learn from by the rest of the day. So what happened is this. Last week I talked about needing to fund a account to test the strategy itself. So I was going to fund a personal account, but then I was having issue with my virtual card to fund my virtual card directly to my broker. The broker I was using was his Fusion Markets, and so they do not accept the virtual card. But FundedNext accepted the virtual card to buy the funded the trading challenge. So I just decided to call the journey short and just go straight to FundedNext, because if I was going to be using Fusion Market regardless, I would have to exchange the money from my virtual card to my local bank, then from my local bank buy a Litecoin, and then I can now use the Litecoin to buy to fund my Fusion Market account. So that journey is kind of long, the process is kind of stressful, so I don't want to go through that. So I decided to go through the route of just buying a funded account. So I bought a $6,000 funded challenge, which is like $59 or so. So the plan was that because I think with the $6,000 account, I have a 10% maximum drawdown and I think 5% daily drawdown. So what I did is I split the 10% maximum drawdown into 10 trades. So basically I'm risking $60 per trade, and I set a rule that I'm only going to be taking 3 trades in a day. Is either I trade during London section or I trade during a New York section. Basically London low and London open, New York low and New York open, up to like 2 hours into the New York open. So that was the plan. And today I actually started with the account by breaking the plan, because I did not take my first trade this morning. I took it yesterday, which was Sunday. I took a US 30 trade. I'm going to show you on the chart why I take the trade, where I take the trade, and how the trade goes. But I took a US 30 trade on Sunday, and today I took a trade on gold and I took a trade on GDP JPY. And one thing I will say is that taking live trade or testing a strategy in a live market will do you more good than backtesting, no matter how much you backtested, because I've literally backtested this strategy for weeks and I was loving the results, and I tested it in a live market once, and trust me, my mindset was all over the place. I was questioning everything. I was doubting. I couldn't use the same risk, the same tight stop loss I was using in the the backtesting section. A lot of things was just going on. I even closed some of my trades before it hit TP, and I'm going to show you all that soon. I say that to say this: regardless of how long you have been backtesting or how long you have been trading a demo account, try once in a while to live trade or do a forward testing to really see how you are going to react when it's actually in the midst of the live trading itself. Because sometimes you just think because you've backtested and you've seen the result in the backtest, you might not be able to take the same mindset from the backtesting to the live market. So you can only learn that by having the experience. So I'll break it down to like backtesting is just to have the knowledge, and then forward testing and taking live market is to have the experience. So if you really want to have a trading experience, I would suggest that you start taking a live market. So as I said earlier, I had some losses, I had some win. Out of the 3 trades I was going to take, the one I took on Sunday actually hit SL, and the 2 I trade today, I closed them prematurely, but seeing in some profit. So I'm going to be showing you the trades I took. So let's dive into the screen and I'm going to show you. So let me bring in my FundedNext account, and you can see here is a $6,000 account. Now it is at 6,215, and let me go to history. So from the history, you can see I took 4 trades, right? I said I was going to take 3 trades. I took 4 trades, but I'm going to explain. So the 4 trade I took is, if you remember, I said I was going to be risking $60 a trade because I have the $600 maximum drawdown, and I've split that into 10. So I was risking $60 trade, but the trade I took on Saturday, I give a wiggle room because I know there's going to be a higher spread, a wider spread during the spread hours, and I don't want it to be that is the spread that take me out. So I increased my stop loss a little bit with the mindset that by the time we cross spread hours, I'll move it back to I'll move it back to the normal stop loss that I wanted to use to have the normal loss that I needed. So, but unfortunately, I wasn't available when the market closed me out, and it closes me out at $75 instead of $60. So instead of risking $60 on the next trade, I just removed that SX from it. So instead of risking $60, I've already risked $75. So I just have it in mind that okay, instead of $60 for this trade, I have $50 to risk, right? So the $50, I split it into two for a trade on, I think, gold. Yes, I split it into two for gold trade, and one of it hit SL and the other actually ETP because the setup are quite like at the same spot. So I'm gonna show you guys. So the let me go check the US30 trade. I think, yeah, you see this was the US30 trade. It's now playing out. The market was let's see, let me go back to daily. I want to figure, yeah. So I saw this resistance, I saw this support zone that got broken, right? I saw this support zone that got broken on Friday, that was last week. So and from down here we also break, I think I actually have a weekly storyline. Yes, let me see. Yeah, we weekly rejected this weekly zone, and then daily has struck bullish at some points after the rejection. Let's see. Yeah, daily struck bullish here, and I'm sorry, I don't want to talk about strategy because I don't really know it very well yet. I'm still like learning inside. Don't want to like talk about it. I just want to show you guys the trade I take, why I take them, and so be it. I hope you get that. So basically, I see this open close on the daily open close. So my expectation was that maybe market will come back here. Then I dropped down to 4 hours to refine it to this zone, right? To refine it to this zone. So from the zone of from this open, right? Then I was just protecting a little bit under this zone. And then what happens? The market eventually comes in, tap into it, take me out, and now it's moving. And what I should have done was I should have not taken the trade before Asia liquidity was created or before Asia low. Assuming I waited for the time frame that I'm looking to trade, which is like the London low and the London open, which you can see this was the London low and this was the London open. I would have waited for Asia low to be taken. So after the Asia low has been taken, then I would have waited for, so that's why I hit SL here. I did not wait for my rules. My rules was to have a Asia liquidity or previous liquidity, have a visible liquidity that I can look for in the market and trade from. And also right now, because I also have like this close right here, I'm waiting for if market ever comes back here again, maybe I will take a buy from it. And looking at it from a structural market structural liquidity standpoint, we've swept this 15 minutes to the upside. Let me go to the line chart. I think we start sweeping from here. We start sweeping from here, and this has been mitigated. So we swept again, and we left this liquidity. I won't be using the breakout block because it has been tapped into. So I'm just waiting for if market ever did come back into this zone. Let me take this out. So if markets come into this zone down here, I will be looking to buy with a confirmation entry this time around. With a confirmation entry. So the confirmation entry that I'll be using is now something that I learned from the DAS mentorship that I took. So that's what I'm trying to do, like combining this, the SNR with structured liquidity, POI, and some other stuff that I learned from the other mentorship. So after that, I think I took the gold. I took this gold buy. And this gold buy, because gold is in its high, oh my god, gold is currently at the all-time high. So gold opens right here. This is what I saw. The first thing I saw was I was actually looking for sell in the beginning. I saw this this resistance being formed. So I was looking for sell, but because I waited for 4 hours to print, I was waiting for daily to actually choke bearish. So I was waiting for, as you see here, that if 4 hours close below this, I will sell from here. So I was waiting for 4 hours to close below this, but 4 hours did not close below this, and then 4 hours actually close above it. So 4 hours rejected it. When I see that 4 hours rejected it, this zone that I've marked, I think, is it from daily? Yeah, this one that I marked from daily, even though the daily has not closed, but because 4 hours has closed above this, I just use it as my entry zone. And if you look, if I go to 1 hour, this is why it is very important to wait for Asia to close. If I go to 1 hour, I also see that this has already swept Asia low. So we've already swept Asia low, and then the next target will basically be for us to go sweep Asia high. So that was the other thing that I have in mind for me to take a buy from here. So I just set my limits, and my target was actually here. My target was like 1 to 5, but I eventually closed it at, I think, 1 to 4 something. And yeah, you know, if you recall from this trade, I took 2 goats buys, right, that I split it into 2. The other buy actually came from, I think, from 15 minutes, because I was looking at, yes, it came from, is it here? Was it here? Sorry. Yeah, it came from 15 minutes. This was a buy that got stopped out. And why do I take the buy? There was a 15-minute change of character to the upside, and then there is this liquidity that did not tap into the breaker block. So I was thinking maybe the breaker block itself will get mitigated. So I just marked this out, set this in, but I also have in mind that there is this stand here. So I decided, okay, let me just split my risk and take 25 here, 25 here, which is why I had $25 here. So the third trade that completed everything, actually I was going to take a buy from here, but I can't trade again today. I'll just study, I'll just look at the market for the rest of the day, and I'll watch more tutorials to know what I could have done differently. So on USD JPY as well, what do I see? I think, yeah, weekly is in a bullish storyline, daily is also in a bullish storyline from my analysis, and I have the support breaks, stone resistance, and I think I have some other stores around there. I don't know. Yeah, I can't really recall. I remember. So weekly is in a bullish storyline, daily is in a bullish storyline, and if you've learned SNR before, you know that when we are in a weekly bullish storyline, the daily is the zone that we'll be expecting a rejection from, and when we are in a daily bullish storyline, 4 hours is the zone we'll be expecting a rejection from. So because weekly is in a bullish storyline, and I have this zone mark, this is my daily, this is daily resistance that has been used once, twice, 3 times. So I marked it expecting that market will reject from it, and when market rejected from it, all I did was just use market structure liquidity PY. And as I said earlier, that even though you might have been backtesting and seeing result of your backtest, sometimes it is very hard for you to bring it into the live market and trade. This happens in this trade because I could have made more than I made from this trade, or I could have ETP earlier and maybe even take more than one position from this trade. So this is what happens, right? You know, we've reached this daily zone, and now we've had a change of market structure on 15 minutes. And then what happened? But this is what I wanted to explain. This zone, this should have been my SL, right? And my target would have been 1 to 13 overall, or my 1 to 5 done. So then after this is playing, I saw this other one. This was the second one I was talking about. So, and then I have this other break right here. We broke this low, and then it gives us this liquidity. After the break, we have this liquidity right here, and because the breaker block has been mitigated now, the only thing that's left is what is the order block from this end, which I marked, but I wasn't able to take it because, first of all, I don't even have any slot again to take trades. I'm trying to stick to my rules as much as possible, but secondly, my mindset will not even allow me to take it, because I'm already in one setup that I decided not to go break even. Is either a sell or TP, even though I did not allow it to hit TP. I could have taken this second one and another 1 to 5 would have been played out just like that. That's how I traded SNR today, and I made some profits. I made like $220 profits. The gold trade give me $91 and this one give me $229 instead of $300 that I should stick with. So I did not allow it to hit full TP. This one should also be a 120. So my total profit today should be like 420 minus 100, like 320 instead of 220. So I fall my short I cut myself short of $100, if I can say that rightly. So that's it for today. That's what I want to talk about, guys. I hope you learn 1 or 2 things from this. If you watched the last video that I posted, I want you to go watch that. I talked about the reason why you might want to change your strategy, or you might want to learn a new strategy. If you figure out that the strategy is not just working for you, or you are not aligning with it, it is okay to learn about it. And if it's something that you resonate with, it's okay for you to just jump or shift the strategy that is not working for you. You don't want to stay long on a losing strategy for quite too long time, and you don't also want to be jumping strategy. So that's one thing that I talked about in the previous video, and I'm glad that I'm learning this strategy now. I can't use this one day to judge that, okay, maybe I understand the strategy. No, I'm not, because I made a lot of mistakes and I'm still learning, and today I'll still be learning. But one thing I love about this strategy is because of how I can use it with timing. If you check this right now, this trade happens when it happens between 7, right? It happens between 7, and this sell actually happens 8, exactly 8 London open, right? The re-entry happens some minutes to 10, still within London section. Like, you can literally have it in mind that, okay, I want to trade during the London section, I want to trade during the New York section. The New York section will be, yeah, we've already in New York low. So I could actually be looking for buys right now, because we've swept Asia low. We swept Asia low, and I honestly, I cannot remember the analysis I did here, but I know I had this here for buys. Let's see, let's check it out. Actually, let's check it out. Why do I have this for buy? Let me go to the weekly. I can't recall why I had this here for buy, but I know I had this here for buy. So there's open close. It's rejecting this zone already. Let's see what's happening daily. Honestly, I can't recall. That's one thing I'm still trying to figure out with this strategy. It's quite confusing. Once you do analysis, you might have forgotten why you did what. So I think because daily is in a bullish storyline, and in a bullish storyline, 4 hours will be the zone you'll be expecting reversal or whatnot, or a rejection from. So, and this is a 4 hours zone. Okay, yeah, this is a 4 hour zone that has been refined into 1 hour. So that's why I have this black stuff here. And the reason why I refined this is this 1 hour is because this 1 hour is right below this Asian low. And as you can see, if I go to 15 minutes, you will see a market structure shift, liquidity and POI right here. You see, we break this low, we break this high, we have this liquidity, and this is the POI. So I won't be just, even if I wanted to buy from here, what I could do is I'll wait for a new market structure shift on this end, then I will look for buy. So let's see how this one goes for the following week. I won't be taking the trade. I'm trying to stick to my rules. And also there's another one that I see on gold. Yeah, this one is not even coming back. It's just flying right now. No, US 30. Yeah, there's this also. This also is just flying right now. But there is also this zone that markets could eventually retrace to. But yeah, so that's it, y'all. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Today I'll just be backtesting more, watching the tutorial, things that I don't understand. I watch it more and more. And all these tutorials are on YouTube. All these SNR tutorial on YouTube. You don't need to pay anybody for it. You can just search for it on YouTube and figure whichever one that works for you. And thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.